Hello and welcome. My name is Ajaxpost and you join me here once again in Transport Fever 2 for the Island Hub series. And does this view look familiar to you? Yeah, it might do. A few, 2-3 episodes ago we created this very impressive cross-bay railway bridge to supply plastics and then steel, was it? Something like that, to this goods factory up here. So why are we back? Why am I watching this train? Well, I hope you will have guessed, because we have finally got our first shipment of goods coming out of Rangpur Island Goods Factory, heading down here to Rangpur Farm, which is down here. Shall I turn the UI back on so we can actually see what I'm talking about? Yep, 33 goods coming in to Rangpur Farm here, and the train will obviously now take plastics back up there to produce some more goodies. However, we have a slight issue now. How do I get those goods distributed to the cities that need them? Rangpur isn't on that list. Erawan is. Dien Bien Phu is a little bit. Fukushima is our first major goods demand. Actually, no, Erawan is, but Fukushima is going to be bigger, isn't it? So if we go to Fukushima, 158, you're already getting some from somewhere else on the map. And Erawan, yes, you're not bad demand, actually, so we could send you over there. But how are we going to get it there from here? It's a very good question. We do have a goods train, sorry, not a goods train, a grain train, which comes out of Rangpur Farm Station here. And that takes grain out here. And we have a truck route, which takes, at the moment, food from this food factory into the Dien Bien Phu dock industrial estate here, for onward delivery into Dien Bien Phu, and if needed, down to our main freight hub here south of Ajaxpost. I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to get these goods shipped out into that Dien Bien Phu locus. Is that the correct word? Nexus? Mini hub? Yeah, that point on the map, so it can be shipped out to wherever it's needed. The only slight issue we've got then is how much grain is piling up at Rangpur Farm. And we've got a train here which carries 112. Yeah, so any goods left here simply are not going to be delivered anytime soon on that train. Now the question is, do we add more wagons to this, add another train to increase the shipment, the capacity down there, or a separate train dealing just in goods? Is there anything else that might come up from there? Unlikely, I think. So it's going to be one-way traffic, really. Ideally, I'd like it to be on the grain train. Now, the grain trains are currently using the NAFI wagon. It's going to tell me that, yeah, the Universal State Car, so it can take anything, which is why it's taking the grain from here and bringing the food back to be shipped into Rangpur. So we could, yeah, I could actually put some specifically box cars on there. Yeah, that sentence didn't actually make sense. That was a very poorly constructed piece of sentence speaking. Good grief, I'm losing the ability to speak my native language, which honestly is English. Yeah, really, it is. What we could do here, if we put some boxcars on this train, I might put 2 trains on there, although it's not a very long route. We could put that would limit it, so it would only take grain in the NAFI. So how's this vehicle doing? Are you carrying anything at the moment? Oh, you're here, are you? Yes, there you are. You're bringing food back, and your performance is always good. Oh, you must be quite a powerful wagon then. Which wagon are you? So which locomotive? 1280 kilowatt power. The power rating there is mediocre. Okay. Yeah, I'm never quite sure, because it says good there on the vehicle editor in the depot, but on the train itself it says mediocre. So is that good meaning empty performance, and mediocre is what it is now, but it's actually carrying something? Alright, so what we're going to do, I think, is we're going to chop this down. We're going to take out, how many of these? We've got 14. We'll take 2 of you out, Okay, and put some cargo box cars on there. What have we got? I want you to go at 50 at least. Unfortunately, these lovely Japanese wagons only go as fast as 40. Now we've got... No, not you. You're a boxcar. And you carry food and goods. So you could be used for that. Okay, we'll put a couple of you on. Now if I take that down, I'll put another one on. So you can carry 30 something. Is that going to be good? It is. I'm going to modify you for that purpose, and then I'm going to clone you. There you are. Done it. I have done it. Now that line isn't the most profitable, to be honest. If I get the game running again, come out of the line manager, get the game running. There you go. You're still, or you're just about to leave. Okay. It's not the most profitable. I think that was largely due to the fact there's congestion around here where it's sort of contending for track space with the oil refinery stuff going on here. Which brings in another point, actually. I need more oil coming in. Do I need more oil coming in here? I sort of do, because we're not getting quite enough plastics being shipped out to the chemical plant. I'm going to leave that for the moment because we've got plenty of boats here bringing the oil in. Slowly, and they're taking fuel. Yeah, the game decides where it wants stuff to go. That's fine. So hopefully that train system will work better. We'll see that. And what should then happen is that our 4 Aces food transport wagons here, which are taking the food from the food factory, will take... Yeah, I'm not limiting them there to just food, so they should be able to take the goods as well, which will be going up to the dockside for distribution by the trucks here. Yeah, which will take anything as well. And you're good. Alright, so we might as well just rename that line, because it's not just food transport anymore, is it? No. We'll call you 4 Aces Transport. I'll keep an eye on that. If we need more trucks, if this goods delivery system gets really working, we'll put that into play. So that's Rangpur. That's taken a little while to get going because of the distances involved, mostly for the steel, which was coming up from here, wasn't it? Yeah. So that took a while to get going, and we've got lots of backlog here of ore and coal. May put more and bigger trains on there. Those trains, they're not that big actually. We could put a couple more wagons on there, I think. Oh, let's do that. So we'll put another wagon or two on you. Which one are you? You're the... You're not going to tell me, are you? You're just some sort of... just gondola. Okay, that'll be you then. Put another couple of you on. And that is the ore train, isn't it? Oh no, you're the coal train. So let's pick up the ore train and do the same thing there. Manage that vehicle. We'll edit you. Put another couple of gondolas on there. That should pick that up. Oh, I'm seeing all these very high numbers of goods waiting. Slightly worries me, but we will let that pass. I knew I was concerned about goods and oil from the little sort of preparatory work I'd done before getting into the recording of this episode, and that is to do with our other goods factory down here near Chengdu, which is okay. Its output isn't great. It's still got a good way to go. We're getting a good amount of steel coming in from Kyiv over here, but the plastics supply is a little bit limited. And that is mostly because I think this oil refinery here is getting oil from, just the one supply, which is this oil well here. We do have another oil well somewhere. We have you there. So I'm thinking if I can get oil from there into this refinery, which will bump up the refined oil output, which will then go into the plastics factory, and is just a 1-for-1, isn't it there? That's good, yeah. So we should be able to then get more plastics out there, more goods, and that will boost the goods supply into Chengdu and the others on this. This is the north side of the map. Yep, it's that way up. So I think that's a good thing to do. So let's have a look at that route. What can we do? We've got, oh, just a sync. Is that's slow track as well? Gosh. To be honest, these trains don't go very fast. Is there a train here that I can follow? Are you one of them? Yes, you are, and you go at most 50. Yeah, that's fine. Oops, sorry about that. How many trains we got on there? 2? We've got just the 2. Yeah, you're coping with the oil shipment from there. That's fine. Alright, so we'll put another train or 2 on here. So, this station here needs to be enhanced. So we'll just add some more track to that. Should we go with high speed? Let's go with high speed. No catenary. That's lovely. And another bit of a platform. We'll need to be cargo. You're at the end of this list. There we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And you'll be coming out of that end. While I'm doing this, I'll upgrade the track. Actually, before I do that, no, let's put this station in so I just connect them up. Take it the long way around rather than building a bridge. We'll take it the long way around. So this station, I think it'll need to be there, won't it? So we're going to get rid of that bit of road. There we go. Don't need road there. Now we want a building. It's going to be a cargo station. It's high speed, no catenary, just the 1 track will do nicely. Can we put you... Where's the platform on there? Oh, it's on the other side. Oh, we could have put a bit of road round the other side, couldn't we, to connect into the platform. Okay, if I put you like so, I'll put a tiny little bit of country road in here. Doesn't need to be anything much. Okay, not connecting. Is there a connection point? That no, you need to connect up there to connect. Oh, that's annoying, isn't it? Okay, let's get rid of that building. I want a building with a connection on the side, not just the end. Cargo buildings. We're going to remove you. And oh, it doesn't show me the connectors there, does it? Oh, you're so annoying. There, like so. And that probably won't make any difference at all to the connectivity. Oh, there is a connector there. Excellent. Yes, you shouldn't rush to judgment. Ah, that's what we want to see. So we'll have that running. So, and I'll paint that so it looks a bit more like it's all part of one operation. So, our track. We'll put high speed in here, no catenary. I will as well upgrade the track, the rest of that track on the sewer outline there. So we want you to come out of here. Oh, you are very slow, aren't you? I suppose you have to be. Can I do that? If I make that parallel tracks, yes. And on the left, I think it does, doesn't it? That'll do. No, it's put it on the other side. Okay, fair enough. I can't tell my right from my left. I can't speak English this morning, and I can't tell my right from my left. Dear me. Well, to be honest, if I sound a little bit odd here this morning, I'm recording. Actually, no, it's just the afternoon now. If I sound a little bit odd today, it's the hay fever. I'm afraid it's kicked in this last couple of weeks. So with all the heat and everything, it makes recording that much more awkward. So I don't feel up to it because the heat melts me in my little recording room, and the hay fever makes me all nasally and sneezy and coughy, which isn't a great thing but when you're recording video. Okay, let's put you there. Oh, because because there's change of terrain, because there's crossings, it doesn't build the second track on this particular mod. It's a lovely mod. It saves a lot of time if you're drawing just straight, well, as long as you're drawing uninterrupted track. It doesn't matter if it's straight or not. It just needs to be uninterrupted by roads or anything like that. So we'll bring you through here. Right, I'll just skip to the end of this and I'll join you once we've got the station ready. Okay, so that line is all ready, and I've upgraded all the track on that existing soar oil to plastics line to high speed as well. Actually, do I need... I ought to have some sort of switch in here so it can go into that. Okay, in there. It's a bit slow, but it's a tight curve, so that's what you expect. Signalling on the right hand side. So we'll put a signal, we'll make this one way, we'll leave auto signalling on so it does most of the work for me, and there you go. And okay, so no, it hasn't. Does this sometimes? I'm not quite sure what the reasoning is there. This definitely is all joined up. Oh, I say yes there. Good. Oh, it's doing it now. Maybe you have to specifically, explicitly select the yes option for auto signalling in this particular mod to do that work. Now we'll put one there, and going in the other direction, we'll have you like so. And you're doing it. You've done it. Okay, I want to get rid of this level crossing. This is just bad. There you go. Do we need a bit of road there? Unfortunately, I don't have any sort of gravel tracked roads. They're all proper tarmacked or asphalted or whatever. So we're going to be putting you in, and I'll put you... No, don't do that. I do wish... Yeah, I'm sure there's a good reason why it does that sometimes. Where's the switch? The switch is there, so I want you to come a bit like that. That's a little bit more sightly. Is that actually a real word? Can you say sightly? Being the opposite of unsightly. I'm sure you can. Alright, that looks good. I'm happy with that. So we need a line. And this is going to be a brand new line, and it's going to be, what colours we got down here? Oh, it's a very deep blue, isn't it? A lightish blue? Yeah, why not? The third one down. Remember that? Well, I don't need it because I don't tend to colour my trains, do I? Do I? Well, I know that. I don't tend to colour my trains. So I don't need to worry too much about the colour I've chosen for the lines. For road vehicles, I like them to match the colour of the line, in which case I do need to remember which colour I've selected. Okay, that's working well. We're going to wait for you to be full. Yep, won't wait too long. It shouldn't take long at all to fill up, to be honest. And that's good. That's the job done. And this is going to be called Chengdu Oil Bulk. That should do. So we want a train on there. Okay, have we got a train depot round here anywhere? Actually, we had some for that. Did we have some for that steel foundry? Yeah, we've got a train depot there. I'm not sure that could feed into this here though. So we're going to need... Oh heck. Nope, you're only going in that direction. And we're not going up to the hub at all, are we? Ooh. Can I just change my HUD to clear out all the other stuff? So I just want to see depots. Yeah, we don't have any other local train depots around here at all. We've just got that one there. So we could configure that to link into this Surat Chengdu oil refinery system. Let's add in a bit of extra track. That's what we will do. And you'll want to go. We're going to need to actually. What we'll do, we'll rejig this so this has proper 2-track running. So this, what am I looking for here? Oh, this track here. So I'm trying to do, get this track from here to connect. Oh, this should be easy enough to achieve. That's not connected. I'd like you to be connected, please, to there. That's right. All the way down here. That's quite a reasonable speed. Do that. And can you then merge in here? Ooh, very good speed. Looks a bit... I heard a word this morning watching another YouTube video, totally unrelated to Transport Fever 2, but I do watch other YouTube stuff, which use the word shonky, which I think works perfectly well for... It's not too bad. No, it's not too shonky. That'll work for me. Okay, we're getting a train. That's what we're doing. So we need to go to this depot over here. We need to buy a vehicle. It's going to be a steam train. Yeah, we've not electrified these lines at all. I want it to be a reasonably fast train. 53. Oh, you're quite... Yes, you guys are quite nice and powerful, aren't you? No, you are too unpowerful. You're too much power. You're too unnecessarily fast. Actually, you might be okay. You're not quite as powerful as the other ones, and you're probably the train we're using for the existing Surat lines there already, aren't you? You do 50. Okay, let's try you. And we're going to be doing oil stuff at 50. I'll do it by top speed. You go at 31, so you're unacceptable. You're 40, as are you. Where's me 50 mile an hour one? 47. How many do you carry? Oh, you carry 17. Actually, 47 isn't far off 50, is it? Oh, and you weigh, so the 50 mile an hour one weighs 20 ton. Oh, I like you. Not quite as fast. You carry considerably more. And you're a bit lighter. Okay, yeah, we'll add you on. Wow, it says good performance there. Will it stay good? I don't know. Let's try that. So we'll buy you. Can I add you to the Chengdu... I can't find the Chengdu oil line here anywhere. Well, I've lost my place in time. There you are. So can I add you to... Where is it? There it is. Chengdu oil bulk. It says it can, which is excellent. It's got slow track there. I mean, this standard track obviously is capable of 70 miles an hour. As opposed to 186, whatever the high-speed track can do. I don't know. I just think, is it possible that difference in top speed also affects the acceleration capability on that track? I really don't know. Really don't know. That's set in place, and that oil well is already producing oil to be delivered. That train will take a while getting there. So let's carry on with finishing off what we started last episode, which was this new tools factory here just north of Surat. Remembering this is the correct orientation of the map, but we only got the lines running to the tool factory. We're not taking tools out of there as yet. I'm just wondering if that can that train do that? What wagons are you using? Flat car with side stakes. Can you take tools? Don't worry about top speed. Type. Sidecar with side stakes. You can't. And what I was thinking, anyway, we'll talk about the vehicle we're going to use in a moment. What I was thinking was, how do we get the tools out of there to somewhere that wants to buy them, so this factory itself becomes profitable, as well as the planks and the logs and stuff. And I was thinking, we've got quite a good demand for tools here in Kyiv, which we're doing a modest amount of at the moment, coming from the main Ajaxpost freight hub. We could ship them directly in there, or we could send them into the hub for onward distribution to wherever needs them, by whatever train can take them there. And I'm thinking that's what we will do. If you recall, I must say I do like the map in this orientation, I'm sorry. If we did actually rejig one of our lines, because we had the logs coming in here to the sawmill, and then those planks going up into the hub for onward distribution. Oh, Jakarta wants goods. Good. I'm going to pause it here for a second while we look at that. Jakarta, just 3. Yeah, that's not going to make anybody a lot of money, is it? Yeah, so we had the planks being produced here and then sent up to the hub to be sent into a goods factory, or to the tools factory up here. Not to a goods factory at all, actually, because that doesn't need planks. Up to the tools factory here for onward distribution and return with tools here to the freight hub. But now that that train is no more, because we're taking the planks here to this goods factory, which I've lost again. There it is. But the track is there and ready to be reused. So I'm thinking we're going to create a new line, which will take the tools. Do I want to take the tools from the factory itself? I think it'd be nice if this train here could bring them back, so it's taking stuff in both directions. I think, yeah, that's my preferred solution. So we're going to create another route anyway. So we've got 2 trains coming in here on 2 lines. So we're going to add another platform here. Ooh, how's that going to work? Actually, what I could do, my concern here is these curves. Basically, is could we actually extend this station? Oh, I think we could actually, if we extend it out here. Okay, let's try that, but before we do that, we're going to need to get rid of that bit of road. But you are still connected to the sawmill by that other little piece of road. So can I configure you and add some track? Okay, can I need to get rid, oh, I should have stayed in configure, shouldn't I? If I get rid of you. Okay, can I get rid of you? That's better. Okay, put you in there. Put some more cargo buildings. Oh, I can put a little one in there. That's nice. I put a proper building in like that. Yeah, that makes it more. Yeah, that makes it more. It looks more impressive and functional, doesn't it? need a train taking the tools back, don't we? From the hub. We're going to use... which... we need to get over there, so we need to come out there, so we're going to need to use, I think, so let's try you, shall we? So we're going to be bringing goods back. Use that same train again, the Chinese one. And the cargo, we'll use boxcars, it's just taking, we'll just use that. I think it's not going to be taking too many, I think, for the short term, so we'll buy you, and I want to put you on I called it Manila, didn't I? Manila Tools Bulk, and it says it can do it. That doesn't mean it won't actually get stuck at some point behind some signal or other, but it seems to be working. Are you going to come out? There you are. Right, so that will take a little while to bed in before we get on to our big task of today's episode. Just want to check here. Ooh, Jakarta wants machines now as well. So grains bulk. Oh, excellent! You are carrying goods. So do we have a train here which is carrying goods? You're going back to the farm. And you've got the 33 goods. Ah, right, so you're probably the first delivery. So what I'll do is I will just watch this, and we'll come back after a quick sexy video effect, and we'll just see what happens with the shipment of goods off here into DMBN Fu, and then we'll crack on and do the main episode, the main task for today's episode. So our train is rapidly approaching the DMBN Fu food factory. I think I could paint this, couldn't I? Do a little bit more detailing. I really am quite lazy and bad at detailing, but yeah, I'm afraid. I'll try and make this look a bit more industrial. Good. Nearly $1 million for that. In fact, how well is the line doing now? Oh, we're losing money. No, I think we'll be alright. I think we'll be alright. So where are those goods? They're weighted here for the 4 Aces transport to take them away. Do we need any more trucks on that? Probably do, actually. We'll put another one on there. We'll manage you. We'll just put one more on. It's not going terribly far, so it should be able to cope with that. And obviously you need to be renamed as a Mad Trucker. Mad Trucker 05. Excellent. Right, so that should now see goods going into our main freight network. Awesome. For today's main challenge, we're going to connect up our very last town on the map so far. If you've been with me since the beginning of the series, or if I've mentioned it on the odd occasion now and then, various episodes, I do have the sandbox mode enabled. So I am able, as I did with the steel mill, for example, here near Baghdad, I am able to add industries and also towns if I feel the need to add towns to the map. If I think, yeah, it's working so far, but I think there's a little bit of space on the map here where a new settlement might arise. I'm not sure where that would be, to be honest, but yeah, if I feel the need, we can do that. But yes, so we've only got one town left, which is not connected to our passenger or indeed any network, freight or passenger, and that is Georgetown, which was renamed from Tbilisi a few episodes ago. Thank you for the suggestion from G George, who's offered many good suggestions and comments on the videos so far. So we're going to connect that up, and of the options to connect passengers from Georgetown, I was thinking of having a ship route. The most logical place for that would be to another sort of bayside town, Fukushima, which is quite a long way for passengers to go, but it would work. Or I could have a aircraft route, like we've done for the far distant islands here, Hong Kong, Port Moresby and so on. But I think actually a train route will work. We'll have a new cross bay. In fact, this could be an ocean side, yes. We'll have a cross water, anyway, rail bridge over here, and we'll actually go through Manila. So for one of the very few times, I'm actually going to start demolishing buildings in my towns. It's not something I like doing. Yeah, it's just a personal preference of mine. So I'm actually going to start demolishing a very few houses and make Manila a transfer station. Actually, the trains might go all the way through from Georgetown into our main passenger hub of Ajaxpost. If that's what we'll do, we'll be straight through, I think. I'm not sure how many spare platforms I've got at Ajaxpost Maxima. Terminals. I've got one. Platform 5. Yeah, that's it so far. Where's platform 5? That's the short platform here. We might use that for something else. I don't know. But I think what we can do is we'll extend the line to Manila. Certainly one of the very earliest lines we had on the map. We'll extend that into Georgetown. So I'm going to stop talking very shortly, and we're going to build a brand new passenger route from Ajaxpost out to Georgetown, and I think we'll also possibly put in a bit of a freight station as well, because it might make sense to have the freight coming down here as well. Yeah, that's what we'll do. So I'll turn over to the soundtrack and the speed build, and I'll join you again in a few minutes time, and we'll see how it's all turned out. And here we are. The line has been finished. Ajaxpost to Georgetown. Not too much work involved, to be honest. I wanted to get all this double tracked. We had some sort of heritage, historical infrastructure, that old stone constructed brick, probably old stone, probably dry-walled brick. I'm not sure dry-wall bridges were a thing. No, probably not for trains anyway. So we've had to remove and replace some really historic train infrastructure like that bridge, and we've turned the whole route into Manila as double tracked, so we can get out to Georgetown and have more than one train running that route. Currently 60 people is our maximum capacity on this train, which is only 8 years old. Actually, it's not too bad. If we manage that vehicle, we'll bring you up to edit here. Mediocre. Oh, you're quite an old train then, I imagine. Locomotive rather. The 462 C54. Oh, that'll be you then, won't it? Yeah, you're not very powerful. You go quite fast. What is your maximum speed then? Maximum speed is 59. Okay, so our wagons these days, how fast can they go? 62. Okay, right, we've got some really funky new. I think now this line goes all the way out to Georgetown. I think it's worthy of a proper upgrade. We don't yet have. Actually, we have got these are quite fast electrics, but no, we're not going to electrify this line as yet. Not yet, no. So we're going to put on a locomotive which can go at least 62 with a fair amount of power. So what is that going to be? 71. Actually, you might work. You're a reasonably modern train. Yeah, 1927. It's only just over 12 years old, pretty much. Yeah, you guys are lovely. Yeah, it's going to be the Russian, definitely. So we're going to put you in here. So we're going to remove you, put you on there, and we're going to want some wagons, which will take up to 71 miles an hour. It's not going to happen, is it? 62 we can manage. We don't want wide gauge. You're all wide gauge, are you? I assume that is wide gauge. I've not actually measured track gauge, but yeah, just over 1 metre sounds a bit wide. You wagons are quite old though. You do carry a fair amount of passengers though. Do we have any more recent wagons? Ooh. You're a Russian wagon. You carry 20, which isn't too bad. I'm going to stick with these older wagons, I think. You carry... come on, you carry more than... Really? Is that all you carry? I saw one which said 24 just then. There you are. Yeah, you are third class, but that's fine. We'll make everything third class. And 96. We'll see how that holds up. It's a long route, so we may well need more than one train, but we'll see, because the passenger numbers haven't yet sort of got into the swing of things of actually catching the train. So we'll modify you, and we'll follow you along, I think. Where are you? There you go. Ooh, getting a good number of passengers here. Well, actually, just check that line. It does go to Manila. Yes. In the middle twice. Goes there and back again. So you're heading off to Manila. So I think what we'll do is we will end this episode here. And I will say thank you so much for joining me for today's episode of Transport Fever 2. Hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, it'd be great to hear from you. A little bit of a like would be lovely. Even better if you've got anything to say about what I'm doing with the game, or if you've got any suggestions for names for routes, for vehicles, for industries or stations, whatever, or anything if you like saying about Transport Fever 2 and this Island Hub series, then please do just drop it into the comments box below. That would be awesome. I've just realised I didn't signal the track from Manila to Georgetown. I'll get that done before you join me for the next episode. But yeah, and also of course, if you've not already subscribed, because you will want to see that next episode, do remember to subscribe. And even click that little belly thing for notifications of when the next episode does turn up here on Ajaxpost Plays. But from me here in Transport Fever 2, until the next time, bye bye for now.